Hello you, it's James Hartigan with Joe Stapleton.
Hello my babies.
The hand we're looking at today is probably one of the most famous she played.
I'm such
a hand where she loses $170,000.
Massive punt.
There's no other word to describe it. However, we have to put it into context. Let's look at the hands that lead up to the Jack 7 versus Aces, starting with this one.
5 tray for Selbst.
We've got less than 45 hands to go, so get ready for Jared's rep to be worth about as much as a gift certificate to Circuit City.
And there you go, Joe. A 3-bet from Selbst to 4,000. Pocket 10s for Prahlad.
This is a spot for a 4-bet generally.
But he just calls.
Friendly game.
He might be trying to price in Jared.
Well, it's back on Huggins. And he folds.
Typically that's a good fold, but with time running out, Jared's eventually going to have to make a stand. Vanessa's attempt at isolating Jared has failed.
6 deuce 8 rainbow. Gut shot for Selbst. Prahlad still best and checks it.
Pretty good flop for 2 10s. I'm sure Prahlad would want Vanessa to continue.
Check the nuts. Be a good play.
Prahlad's been all speeches earlier in the week. Lately he's been giving it a rest, but we definitely need some more for the home stretch.
And Selbst bets out 6,500 with her gut shot.
Uh-oh, now you've done it. You made her bet it.
Call.
I like these battles.
Friedman just calls.
Vanessa versus Spirit.
Vanessa does not seem amused.
To the turn, 9 of diamonds. And Friedman checks again.
The 9's no help to Vanessa, and while it does complete some draws, it's a pretty safe card for 10s. Vanessa's now double gutted, but I don't think betting here will do much good unless she's going to triple barrel.
Checks to the river. Here it comes. 8 of diamonds. Friedman still best.
May look like a nothing card, but top pair on the flop is now beating Prahlad.
And he checks. Back on Vanessa.
Well, Vanessa's got 5 high. Oh man, Vanessa's so sick.
And she bets 16,600 with the 5 high.
Now, I'm not the guy in the hand right now, but to me this should be a pretty easy call, even though top pair on the flop did end up becoming trips. Maybe Prahlad's hesitating because of the play on the turn. He could think if Vanessa were bluffing, she would have triple barreled and not checked the turn. Still, it's Vanessa Selbst. You have an overpair to the board, and you're getting better than 2 to 1. All comes down to how often Prahlad thinks he's good here. Against Vanessa on the button, I think he's good awfully often.
Should raise huge. I don't think you have any of that.
Just play it cool, Vanessa. He doesn't have anything on you. He's reaching. Don't give him anything.
You bring joy to my
It'd
life.
be hard to call with like kings if I raise bigger.
Not as hard as it would be with Vanessa's hand.
You raise the under the gun raiser. I can't help myself.
Not what Vanessa wanted to hear. It looks like Prahlad's counting out a call.
Nice rack focus. Did Cassavetes direct this?
Prahlad folds.
Wow.
The bluff works.
Overpair.
You mucked an overpair?
No.
You're a sicko. I think she would have value bet 2 7s there.
She might have.
She might have value bet 2 7. She also might have been bluffing with 5 high.
8-6-3 rainbow. Cassavetes checks.
He's never admitted that we're friends. He calls me a trusted...
Close and trusted business
associate, yeah. But I call him my friend because I love him.
Can see why Phil keeps his distance.
Selbst bets 2,200 with top pair.
Yeah, because you use the term loosely.
Correct. I wasn't going to go there, but now that you open the doors, it feels right, you know?
I mean,
He cares for me. Love,
He cares.
I don't know. I've seen moments of caring, that's true.
Friedman calls. Cassavetes folds.
Pretty tight fold from Nick, but he's right.
I make him money, you know, he has to keep me alive.
That's true. You do make me money.
Turn, Queen of Hearts.
Vanessa still has the best hand.
Checks it. And Friedman checks. We'll see a river. 6 of clubs, trips for Prahlad.
Vanessa's likely to think her hand is good, but it's tough to get value in this spot from a worse hand.
And she checks it.
Prahlad, on the other hand, probably loves his hand like Antonio loves Phil Laak.
Looking for some value. Makes it 7,000.
Vanessa does have showdown value, just the loser in this case.
She calls. And Friedman shows her trips.
Ooh, rivered.
Again, Joe, I don't know how much you remember from the time, but after losing that hand, she clearly was not a happy bunny, and maybe that informs what happens next?
I would think that has a lot to do with happens next, but also it probably would have happened either way because it's Vanessa Selbst.
Let's relive that magical moment.
Had a good hand.
Jack 7 of diamonds.
Vanessa maybe steaming a bit after that last hand. Looks like she's getting right back on the horse.
Raises to 1,300 as Fondiari quickly out. Spirit rockets for Prahlad Friedman.
By the way, when I start calling Prahlad parlay in front of you guys, it's because I've been doing it for 5 years. He parlayed $50 into 50,000 one weekend.
And then that 50,000 is now what?
I don't know, 40 million or something.
7.2 million or something?
But I was like,
What's it like to have 7.2 million?
I would not know.
Gotta be more than 7.2.
Right, it's more than 7.2.
Prahlad's very likely to be adding to that 7.2 now. Vanessa's starting to look a little defiant.
Two of the greatest poker minds.
I know, I like watching this
Right?
stuff and
I
not
love
being in the hand.
Spirit and Vanessa battles.
Antonio may be driving the action a bit with his mouth. Vanessa knows her own reputation, so she knows Prahlad could be 3-betting her light, thinking she's raising light, which she is. And if that's the case, she could get into some real trouble here.
4-bet to 13,200 with the jack high.
So typically a Vanessa Selbst 4-bet is going to start to get some credibility, which means if Prahlad thinks she's got some kind of hand, he'll easily put in a 5th bet. Another thing to consider, if Prahlad wants to continue to have Vanessa think he's bluffing, he's more likely to raise again than he is to just call.
It is 5 bets to 35,000.
30? 35.
All right, well, this looks like a pretty easy fold for Vanessa.
But she hasn't dumped her cards yet. Joe, what in the world could she be thinking about here?
Well, she might be a little steamy from that last hand still, and is probably leveling herself with thoughts that Prahlad is just messing with her.
Now it looks like she wants to see how many chips Prahlad has left.
If she levels herself into thinking Prahlad is messing with her, this is going to be a disaster. She should be folding any second now.
Pot.
She puts in 6 bets with jack high.
Oh boy.
1062.
$106,200 is now the bet.
This is an absolute punt. Let's count the hang time.
All right, I'm all in.
Prahlad is all in.
It is a mistake. I call.
Vanessa calls.
I can't.
Aces for Prahlad.
No.
He's got aces.
Yeah, I know.
I'll bet you he's
How
got
many do you want to
aces.
run it?
He has aces.
It's like 100%.
Of course. She has ace, king, or kings.
Nope, I have nothing. Twice?
Whatever you want.
Let's do 3 times.
Sure.
That's it.
She has live cards.
Oh boy.
How much do you have?
He's got you covered, I think.
160, 170, something.
So they're going to run it 3 times.
Almost spoke to win. Couldn't do it.
How many times do you guys say you're running?
3.
3 times.
Nice hand. I'm gonna leave if I don't.
I think I speak for Vanessa when I say, Even worse, some of Vanessa's outs have been folded, so she's a bigger dog than she thinks.
First of 3 runs coming up. Winner will get a third of the pot. King 4-5.
That's not good.
She'll need runner.
6 of diamonds.
6 of diamonds.
Don't waste it.
6 of diamonds would that be the best card?
6 of diamonds would give her straight and flush draws.
God.
To the turn. 9 of hearts.
All right. Put a deuce of clubs. Oh, ace of clubs is good.
I think Prahlad knows the time for speeches is over.
River 10 of hearts, and Prahlad has locked up a third of the pot worth over 113K.
I'm such a. Why do I do this to myself? Every time. Not every time. I usually don't do this to myself anymore. What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing. I'm just,
Pretty sure he was laughing.
Here comes the second of 3 runs. 8 king 5 2 diamonds flush draw for Vanessa.
It's already a diamond over there.
There it is. That's the spirit. Show the other diamonds. How
The
hard
6
it
of
is.
diamonds would definitely be more useful here than it was in the last one.
Vanessa only needs one more diamond.
Turn 5 of hearts.
Wow, Prahlad is strong. How did he dodge it there?
Missing the flush draw would be devastating. She's not likely to flop this good again.
To the river. No diamond, 3 of clubs.
What a brick.
Break ball.
Super brick.
Bricktastic.
So Prahlad is 2/3 of the way to scooping the biggest pot ever won on the big game.
What an absolute gift from Vanessa.
No jacks and 7s.
Run number 3. 4, 6, king, 3 more bricks. This is getting hard to watch.
Not even a sweat.
Vanessa's dead to 2 pair trips or a straight, all of them runner, or else Prahlad's gonna need a wheelbarrow to bring all his money home.
To the turn. Deuce of spades.
Nice hand.
And Prahlad's gonna win a pot worth over $340,000.
Wow, Prahlad did it. That's sick.
All right, I'm out of here.
Nice playing with you, Vanessa.
Nice playing with you.
Good playing with you, Vanessa.
Why not win one of them?
Vanessa's gonna hit the rail, and with that, Prahlad Friedman has the biggest scoop in the history of the big game.
Enjoy.
Good playing with you, Vanessa.
Why did I do this? You understand? You have any idea why I did this?
Honestly, I don't know why you did that. I mean,
You can guess why I did
I
it.
understand, but there's like he's up, he's playing solid. Like I just didn't think he's ever doing that right
But really
there.
to 35. 35 isn't easy because then I have to put in my entire stack. It's an easy 5-bet form with air.
I just didn't think that was a spot he's getting out of line.
Really? I thought he was.
I mean, I'm capable of that play.
I understand. In that
I thought
spot,
it
I
was more
didn't
than
think
just
you
capable,
were.
but I probably overestimated. I just thought like it's just the perfect spot because I literally have to put in my whole stack.
No, yeah, it looks strong. 35 is like the perfect amount if I'm bluffing.
Vanessa, dramatic ending to your day. I was feeling your pain over here.
That's all right.
What are you feeling?
It's all right. I mean, honestly, I used to do that a lot more, sort of punt off stacks, but I really just felt like it was the perfect size for like. He hadn't been 3-betting me, so I thought, he was decently likely it was the button, so it's very likely that he's going to 3-bet me light. And then when he makes it 35K, it's just the perfect size because I have to put my entire stack in. So, I've had these reads and had my instinct, and this one was like, my instinct was totally off, obviously, but
It's poker, right?
it's poker, it happens.
You're
Can't believe I didn't win one. How did I not win one of the runs? That's
what,
crazy.
3 times,
I know,
right?
just give me one or something.
Gosh, the loose cannons sometimes win that. Why can't you, right?
I know, I am loose cannon, basically. I know, if I'd still have like 120K if I win one of the runs. Huh?
Well, thanks for coming on. You're a great
Cool.
sport.
Yeah,
Thanks.
sure. Thanks for having me.
Oh man, every time. Watching that whole run of clips is like when you watch Empire Strikes Back. It's very enjoyable, but Luke is getting his hand cut off at the end, and that's how I felt watching that. You're just like, it never gets any easier. You're just like, oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that Schadenfreude moment of experiencing Vanessa Selbst's embarrassment and pain. More like it all the time. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel.